records indicate that the home was originally built in 1911 by Dr. Robert James Johnston. He and his wife, Blanche, had 2 children, Robert Jr. and Marjorie. Dr. Robert Johnston served in the American Expeditionary Forces before coming to Drumheller. It is noted that Robert was a very intelligent and determined individual and served on many communities and civic bodies, including the Board of Trade and the school board. He had numerous talents as well, and was gifted as an entertainer and storyteller. It was generally noted that he was a beloved character who lived in this town. Dr. Johnston's life was cut short at the young age of 45. On Saturday, October 10th, 1936, while getting organized for a holiday hunting trip with 2 friends, Robert inadvertently fired a single charge from his 16-gauge shotgun, striking him in the lower jaw and killing him instantly. This unfortunate event took place at the residence while he was attempting to load his equipment into his vehicle. Now, this incident might be suspect for suicide. However, previous investigations have shown that any insinuations made towards his spirit that this is the case will immediately result in anger and a shutdown of all communication. Dr. Robert was a man of high esteem and respect, and to be disrespected in this way, these actions could show that this is not the case. Dr. Johnston's daughter Marjorie was born on March 13th, 1924. She was a responsible, caring, and happy young person by all accounts and enjoyed a normal childhood. It is not known if Marjorie fell ill as the result of an accident, but death records indicate that on January 19, 1939, Marjorie lost her battle with a sickness and passed. Records indicate that the cause of the death was from a hemolytic streptococcal septicemia, which is an infection caused by bacteria in the blood. The current homeowners believe that it is both Dr. Bob and his daughter Marjorie that both haunt this location and have established communication on several occasions. Some of the incidents reported include playing with female's hair, the distinct sound of someone sitting in a leather chair, conversation and music in the dining room while no one is present, 2 accounts of a little girl shadow-like in a dress with curly hair, heavy footsteps coming from the floor above, doors opening and closing, as well as a golden lab retriever that appeared as a normal dog, just not solid. During one of the paranormal investigations, an insinuation of suicide was made. A K2 meter was then thrown across the room at the person who made the insinuation, and all communication ceased at that time.
Games Marjorie likes. She loves hide and seek, and she's good with these meters.
Okay.
And when you asked that question, I thought I heard bathroom because she's.
Okay.
We followed her with our EMF detectors up the stairs after doing a sweep in that bathroom and got nothing.
Yeah.
And then in the tub, she's.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I had done many a times as a child,
Yeah.
and I won.
I know Charlie was horrible at hide and seek. She'd go and hide, and then she'd go, "Mom, I'm hiding in the closet. Come find me." That's how this works, Charlie.
And that meter is moving a little bit up and down. Not enough
The one
to
on the
set it
chair?
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Thank you.
Every single one of them all goes off, except for yours.
Not mine.
That's interesting. That's a pretty
They
cool
they
trick.
agree. Thank you for that.
So we promised we'd come back if you called us back in, and you did, which I think is awesome. Thank you so much. You got to tell us what you want us to do. We're here for you. Do you want to just play with the lights?
Maybe you wanted to show us now that you can turn on that flashlight on the mantle? Is that a yes?
Or as long as we can do this. I kind of get the, what, this isn't enough for you?
Yeah.
Every time we've investigated upstairs in the dark, if I sit in one of the rooms and look out in the hallway, I'll see what looks like a shadow popping up in the stairwells, almost like a little kid peeking up through the railing at you. It gets me every time because we'll point all these cameras at it. We'll have IR running and nobody sees anything.
Yeah.
Like through the camera, you can't see anything, but with your eyes, you can see it so clearly. It's the craziest thing.
Playing with K2.
Do you just like the pretty lights, Marjorie?
When I asked you to make them go all the way to red, you were able to do it. Can you do that again?
As soon as you said that, the meter on the chair started going up.
It's like I could.
I can't, exactly. That was the voice in better than your chair. I was asking you something. Well, I could. Like, it was so teenager attitude too. Like, well, of course I can do that, Bonnie. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think if it's teenagers, well, that's true, that they get bored, and then when they get people here visiting, it's something. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's fun to play with us. Where to point the camera.
Yeah. Wherever you point your camera, we're going to turn the opposite one on
exactly.
that you can't see it with your camera.
It's hard enough in IR to see these meters enough, but can you touch the bell that I've hanging on the chair? Could be a cool new trick. If you can make it make a noise, I'll leave it here for you. I'm focusing on the area. Are you trying? Can you go touch the meter that's with Tiana? That's Jacob. You were looking only for Marjorie right now. So I assume he was Marjorie. Young spirit for sure.
That was interesting. It just spiked to 13. Like it didn't go up. It was at 0 and it was just 13 and then 0 again. Like normally it fluctuates up and down.
Climb and then go. And you've had somebody sit on the couch in here before. When it was the other couch, still the other couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that spot.
Yeah.
Works too.
It's so strange. Like, it's not just one spot. It just moves around the room, hitting different ones each time.
Which no explainable EMF that I can think of would explain that. Unless there's somebody with a computer downstairs running around in circles. No. Even that wouldn't do that, so.
It's Marjorie chasing the dog.
Yeah, maybe. Well, and that's what we had before, because like I said, we had Tiana and Charlotte sitting on the floor, and we had a balloon in between them, and it was like it was hopping over the balloon. Because we had a meter in the middle that never went off.
Huh.
But the two on either side kept going off.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And when I turned on the thermal camera, for a little while there, it looked like there was another heat source. But I was never able to dismiss that that wasn't where somebody was standing before. So.
Like a heat source on the ground,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah, right.
It's pretty cool that you can do that. I go to a lot of places to visit with a lot of spirits, and they can't do what you can do. You're special. I think it's because you're happy.
Interesting premise.
It is. I've never felt anything negative in here. I've never felt any like sad emotions or anything, like right from the first time. And I've been completely open because I've done readings in this house.
Yeah.
And it's always, you know, the only place I feel sadness is in the coach house. And that's for obvious reasons. Can you make them all light up at once?
Wow, that was close.
Three of them went.
Three of them, right when you said it, yeah.
Thank you. That's a really cool tray. I'm going to put this video up on the internet and nobody's going to believe it. How about this for a game? I'll describe a meter and you go touch it. So can you touch the meter in the chair? Can you go touch the one on the chair? Thank you.
Oh.
The other one's kind of went off too, but that one went off first, right?
That's the one.
Yeah.
No, the two chairs both went
Okay,
off.
so the answer to two. Okay, how about, can you touch the meter that's with Tiana? Can you touch the meter that's on Tiana's knees?
Wow.
Thank you. That's awesome.
That's, wow. That's
Okay,
impressive.
Can you touch the one that's on the floor? Oh, I know you like Tiana. Can you touch the one that's on the floor in front of Tiana? It's a good job showing us how smart you are.
There it is.
Thank you. Okay, can you touch the one on the chair by the fireplace? The one by Johnston? Yeah, I get it. You like Tiana.
That was me.
There it goes. Thank you. Do you want us all to just leave you alone with Tiana? You can braid her hair.
Apparently.
It's interesting because it was playing so much before with the one on the floor, and
Yeah.
now it's.
We'll all have to go down to the basement and play games and have a party.
Well, you were busy in here today moving mirrors around.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you able to map it out?
There's nothing down here. But then, as soon as I get up here, it starts climbing. It's almost right there. Yeah. It's like right in front of me.
Yeah. And again, I would almost say that that's like the shaw box there, right? It's a bubble, but then it would be a consistent wave. And to have it come out this far to that height would be like that much power is not normal. And again, it'd be consistent waves.
Yeah.
Not jumping around the room.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of experimentation with Wi-Fi because we run into it a lot.
Yeah.
So I've literally sat there in my house around our Wi-Fi router and mapped out what it looks like and how it behaves because, you know, we do a lot of hotel rooms and there's Wi-Fi routers all over the place, sometimes hidden in the walls even. So.
Yeah, our box, like I say, it's about that much you pick up with these blue meters.
Yeah. And again, if it was power related from something downstairs, it would be stronger when you got towards the floor.
Yeah.
Rather than
Not.
moving away.
Yeah.
So.
Disappearing down there. And
Something free floating moving around the room is not explainable by power.
so steady right by the
Steady.
Wi-Fi.
And we're going to move it slowly. It should start pulsing about here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dropping down to 3s.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got pretty.
It's actually going out a lot further than I expected it to. But again, that's continuing. You can tell it's power.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So.
It's not on and off.
Yeah.
It's
By the time we
steady.
get to the chair here, though,
Yeah.
we're done.
Yeah. Right by the chair.
So-
Nothing.
It's only right direct line of sight in front of it. So that rules out the mirror that was in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it plausible? Yes.
The one that when I was holding mine, it was
Yeah.
right here.
I get there was one
Yeah.
I thought, but that's not now.
I'll set it off with it.
Yeah, so that's...
Yeah, so like I said, if it was that, that doesn't explain that meter or that meter. So we can use that with me. Even the plausibility of within this bubble here, that just being interference or not is possible. But everything outside of that would be unlikely.
Were you talking about your gray ones there?
Yeah,
those are sensitive to that pulse.
Yeah.
The blue ones aren't.
Yeah. That's why I grabbed the K2 because the K2s are more sensitive to the Wi-Fi than the blue ones are for sure.
Yeah.
So we were just mapping out how far this went to rule out that it was interfering with the meters that were going on.
The blue ones, not so much. But you can tell on these ones because you stick your you stand, put your hand in front, and it weakens, right? Yeah. Or if you stand in front of it, it's like nothing.
Yeah, it needs line of sight. But yeah, the blue meter. Let's see. Sorry, Marjorie, I need this for a second. It goes up.
And it's steady. It's not going to turn off.
Between 3.4 and 9.8.
Yeah.
And the usual, the steady.
Yeah, it doesn't turn off at any point.
So, and then we're done.
What's your battery level on that one?
This one's at 3. It's at full.
Yeah, so this would have been the master bedroom way back in the day, and we picture of Dr. Bob in this window from outside, and it looks like they're in a little tuxedo. That's why the tuxedo is kind of staged for the tour. But yeah, feel free to.
Yeah, you used to have the bunk beds in here, right?
Yeah, and there used to be depending on how long it's been since you've been up here, we had Merle on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got a little lizard guy in here.
Gecko, that's Gordy in there.
Hi, Gordy.
I'm that person.
Yeah. Lizard, yeah. So, I mean, usually up here we kind of spread out because there's lots of rooms.
Smaller little rooms.
You know, we'll look around.
This is where you try to sleep before flying.
Yeah.
We call it the nursery, but...
Yeah, Kat had a hard time sleeping in this room. Yeah. She ended up coming and crawling into bed with me.
Oh, yeah.
So did Charlotte.
Yeah. Something following you around.
Yeah, there's something.
And this is the room where we had that strange EMF the one night that was like hovering.
Did I ever show you what this room in the Cat?
No.
Well, I'll show you a little video.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. The Trixie up here by herself.
Yeah.
And
Trixie.
Yeah.
And then shushed her out of here.
Yeah. Which is cool.
Yeah.
Some pretty dress.
What's your threshold on that thing? Because usually we don't get a lot of stuff up here. Definitely not.
It's 10. 10's threshold.
Yeah, I think I set mine to 1.3 or something. Yeah.
But it was up to 30 right there.
Oh.
38.
We did have the one time here where we mapped out this weird bubble above the bed that was just there. Charlie and I kind of just missed it at the end because we did have solar flare activity that night. But yeah, we don't usually get a lot of EMF up here.
Yeah, and that's where we had a camera set up pointing into this room, and we had the bed set up. But if you guys want to go in there, that's where Marjorie was seen in that room. And she played a lot by the banister and the staircase here. We don't really get a whole lot from Bob up here, but on the Marjorie's hiding spots.
Seem to get something steady right here.
I've had a lot of people say that they get stuff from this corner for whatever reason.
Yeah. Some wiring or something going on in there?
No, not so much, but like people that can feel stuff.
Oh, there's something in here for sure.
Is there?
Yeah, this is a steady,
Could be aware.
So there's something going on right there.
It's probably, I want to see if I turn this light off.
Yeah.
That's a light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the feeling I get these spirits trying to. Marjorie, I think it was Marjorie
Yeah.
going, "Oh, this is my room," you know.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's
I
what
definitely
the
want to
picture
communicate
of.
with you, but you can't come through me. Sorry, sweetheart. Not okay. Not what I do. Okay, well, I suggest we go dark up here, just because that's when we've gotten the most activity up here before, is when all the lights are off. And maybe just kind of sit quietly for a while and see what we get.
Sure.
Just talking downstairs. That was me. That's what I get for looking into the camera rather than where I was going. Walk into the door.
I'm feeling very lightheaded right now.
Okay.
The meter is going up and down.
And there was Julie. Note to self to check the footage at that point. But I saw something moving in the mirror. There it goes again. Huh. Is that you, Marjorie?
Okay, I fully just saw something in the mirror.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I keep picking up something that's moving from bottom to top.
Mine went right to left,
Okay.
and it was dark, like a
Yeah.
shadow.
Well, my camera was pointing right at it, so let's hope.
Because I was fully expecting it to be light, expecting it to be
Mhm.
light from the outside, and it was not.
That's just weird. Because it was like the shadow from the room here stepped out, but I wasn't moving, so I assumed it was, because it's weird with the reflections, I can't tell what
Yeah.
doorway I'm seeing,
Yeah.
so I assumed it was you.
Hello. You came to say hello to me?
Can you hold your meter up? there?
Thank you.
Towards the
Yeah, so that I can see it in the mirror. Yeah,
a little bit right now.
I can't see it at all,
Is this your
So
room?
it's not you. And I can see my shadow, but not me. So what's...
Is this Dr. Bob's room?
I'm moving my arms kind
Yeah.
of.
So what the hell was that?
I'm moving my arms kind of.
Yeah. So what the hell was that?
Now, in full transparency, I shared this audio with my colleagues. And my colleague of 30 plus years experience as a professional paranormal investigator, she believes that this is simply her saying, yeah. She has listened to multiple audio recordings over the course of these 30 years. She knows what is paranormal and what isn't paranormal. So with that 30 years experience, I need to give this a little bit of weight. However, when I listen to this, I don't hear her voice in there at all. It sounds completely different to me, and I'm struggling to believe that she's even capable of making this noise. So Team Edward versus Team Jacob is a thing of the past. Now we step into Team Bonnie versus Team Jacob. We have Team Bonnie, professional paranormal investigator, 30 plus years experience. She has listened to thousands of hours of audio recordings. She knows what is an EVP and what isn't. She says this is not paranormal. Team Jacob, rookie investigator with 30 plus years of watching Hollywood spooky movies. He knows what a ghost sounds like. So tell me, which team are you on?
I see you playing with the meter. Are you trying to converse with me?
I don't know. It was definitely something. Oh, she's walking the wall again.
Like that was a car. And
Yeah.
that's what I was
Are you Marjorie?
Yeah.
It's not that.
So you are neither Marjorie nor Dr. Bob. Is that correct? Can you make the meter go off if you can hear me?
You can't see me in the mirror at all. So. What the heck? That's gonna get me perplexed.
It's steady.
No, it darted out. It was literally like somebody peeking out from a doorway. And the angle that this mirror's at, I have no idea what I'm seeing.
And just to make sure I'm gonna go this way more this time.
No. See, you're not reflected in there, neither am I. So it must be the bathroom that I'm seeing.
That's what I can see from this angle.
Okay. So it was something moving in the bathroom.
And I can say what I saw before that didn't appear. My gut says it wasn't in the bathroom like I
Okay.
saw before. Like it seemed to move to, like where it moved didn't line up with the bathroom.
Okay.
Not saying it didn't go in there,
Yeah.
but it didn't start there.
Stop moving, Bonnie. That's the problem. It's really hard to hold this 100% steady. But yeah, it was just like a dark thing that poked out and then went back. And in the moment, I just assumed it was one of us because we were both moving.
Was I in your seat?
problem.
You just wanted to sit down?
Yeah, so I mean, if I lean in, it's reflecting in the bathroom, in the window in the bathroom. But from back here, I don't see that at all. I just see the doorways. I just see the Well, based on that, when we go back downstairs, maybe you might want to put a trail camera up here.
Yeah.
See, if we get some movement. I mean, Justin and I were talking about earlier is his security camera picked up his cat interacting with somebody. That's something that Trixie out of the room. You can see Trixie react to somebody and leave the room. Yeah, it was weird.
Interesting.
Oh.
Which room?
The nursery, right?
The room where Julie is, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was...
I wonder if it's like babies in here leave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was weird, and you can hear a voice at the same time. And there was nobody in the house at the time, so. Of course, I'm watching for it.
Right. I do too. So I'm like, I'd like to know what I saw. It was, yeah, but I haven't seen anything else.
All the hairs on my body just stood up.
I just saw a light move in the room with Julie. Did you move the meter? Okay. I didn't think it, because I could see the meter from where I am, and I didn't see it move, but.
I'm just holding it beside me.
Yeah. It would have been up around your shoulder area.
Oh, well.
Because I can see you in the camera right now quite
Great.
clearly. So, that was weird. Another thing to look at.
Just spiked to 30.
I'm very hot right now.
I was thinking the same thing.
It is warm up here.
Warmer up here.
I'm cold.
Okay, I'm gonna come into that
maybe
here just
maybe cold isn't the right
Okay,
word,
just-
but like I'm
It is-
definitely not hot
Yes,
at all.
It is slightly cooler in this room than in the hallway, but just ever so slightly. So, yeah, it's definitely different energy in here. Huh.
I think I mentioned I'm warm up because I think it's paranormal just because I do think it's warm up.
Yeah. Here. Oh, okay. Is this where you like to hide? You hide over here? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's dead quiet. You guys pooped out, Bob?
Well, I bet. That
Yeah.
was a lot.
That was a lot, yeah.
It was a lot in a short period of time. So if they're done, I'm okay with that. Thank you very much for everything you did do, because that was amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty
Hopefully
incredible.
it doesn't mean that tomorrow night we're
Get nothing, yeah.
Well, even I myself feel, you know, when I do it, I'll do a tour, and by the end of it, I'm back,
Oh yeah.
and the house is quiet, and it's like, okay, they've had enough.
Yeah.
It's for some times, like you say, like this, it's nice because you can show, well, you know, this is something totally different.
Yeah, we call it the paranormal hangover.
Yeah.
That after an investigation, you're just white.
Yeah.
I think part of it is the spirit side of it, and part of it is just you're on
Yeah.
the whole time, right? You're listening.
Yeah.
You're on edge the whole time.
Yeah.